I'm feeling real humble this morning, man. Feeling real humble because I'm feeling real meek. We're taking all the air out of this room again. But before I start this show up, I want to give a shout out to all those before me who've been holding up the X flag and putting on the jersey at the same time. Kind of like those who pushed me and supported me when it was nothing. Shout outs to my man, Sega Man. Shout outs to my man, Hebot. Shout outs to my man, 100. That's all I want to say. Got to give credit where credit's due. I'm from the trenches, man. I'm from the mud. And this guy next to me, what I respect about him is that he's one of these dudes, man. He's one of these grizzlies out here that he does it on his own. He doesn't need no parade. He doesn't need an entourage. He doesn't need let's just say a 4-passenger vehicle. Stu's more like he has this nice motorcycle, man. He's a one-man rider, and he does his own thing. That's what I respect about him. Shouts to Teknoblast. Shouts to Realist. Shouts to Six Layer. Shouts to Fire Boss, After Boss, and everybody else who's graced Di-RRec Gaming. I can't leave out my man, the General. Just feeling a lot of humbleness right now, man. With that, shouts to the mighty Chit Chat community and all the support that y'all been showing us day in and day out. I know we breaking news and it's hard to follow us like that, but we're working men. And I know like sometimes we're about to go in and sometimes the show just doesn't go down. But y'all know, man, that's how it's always been on Di-RRec Gaming, because when you're dealing with the streets, you have to wait on it, man, And so things happen in life, in real life, and we're not always able to, put forth what we say out, but we want to commit. We always come back and we want to commit to y'all. That's why we're here today. JyzalGamingTV had a lot to say, and he's been wanting to get up on here the last few days, for a couple of days. So we just waited for the perfect timing, and now I got him back here because our schedules don't always sit right.
Yeah, we be busy, man. We be busy. Work, man. Work, family, the girls. You know how it is, man.
The real life.
Real life.
The real life.
Mm-hmm.
This is the fun life. Real life happens, and real life is always going to win. But JyzalGaming, we here now. We here now because the streets demanded it, and we're here. We're going in early, JyzalGaming. And I don't think they ready. I don't really think they ready, but like I said, man, I don't care what they got to say about me. How they feel about what I'm about to say.
They don't pay our bills.
You know what I'm gonna say? Because I'm a YouTuber and I get to say what I need to say. If they're gonna judge me, then they need to judge these gaming journalists and everything else the same way. So if you're not judging them the same way you judge me, I don't really have nothing to say to you. Nothing you say matters to me. So JyzalGaming, you got anything else to say, man, before we start this introduction?
Nah, man. Let's start this Sunday service, man. Praise the Lord.
Hey, we casting out demons and we praising the Lord today. Every day is the Lord's day. Every day. Give thanks for our life. Yo, feel good, man. I'm happy, healthy. Family's doing good. JyzalGaming happy, healthy. Family's doing good. We got clothes.
It could be a whole lot worse, man. We could be in the Ukraine fighting wars right now. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Shouts to all the Ukraine people over there and the Russian people over there that have nothing to do with the evilness that's transpiring.
Just following orders of these puppet masters.
Facts. We all in the same game.
Mm-hmm.
We're all in the same game. We're all brothers and sisters. We're all distant cousins. That's the mystery of my introduction. So let's get to it. We got Smitty Smith in the building. Smitty Smith in the building. First out the gate in the chit chat community. My man Smitty Smith. I love that dude's name, man. Can't get no realer than that, bro. Smitty Smith. It's all good, baby. So listen. To all the mothers and fathers out there, to the brothers and sisters out there, to the step brothers and sisters out there, to your cousins, to your uncles and aunties, and to your grandparents, to your great-grandparents, and to their great-grandchildren. Like JyzalGaming would say, bring your whole entire ancestors in here.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't care.
They live through you. They live through you. So that's real talk.
Real talk. Bring them all in here. Bring them all in here. And no matter where you from on this earth, you're on this earth. So we got to deal with each other. We got to love each other. We got to deal with each other. Gaming is a beautiful outlet for us to come together. Pyro M&D, my man in the building. Pyro, flame on, baby. Because they could have been anywhere in the world. But like the new league would say, you could have been anywhere in the world. But you on Di-RRec Gaming because y'all know it's about to go down. You know it's about to go down. I got my man Jigga J in the building. Sammy B. Sammy B, come on. Sammy V from Canada in the building. We got Canada in the building, man. And I'm going to do something real special.
Shout outs to Canada, man.
Facts. I got to do something real special to my man.
I wanted to go up there, but they closed the border at that time, so
Facts.
They didn't allow me to go get that, some of that good ice wine. Yo, bro, they got some of the best ice wine. If you never tried that, you got to try it, man.
Yo, Sammy, I already did what you wanted me to do, fam. You good now. And I'm going to talk to JyzalGaming, man. We're going to get in one of his sessions on Halo. He said he's going to do the big battle mode, so you're going to be good, bro. We're going to run it one day. Then we're going to do some gears one day, bro. I know you
run it. Yeah, we might run it today, matter of fact.
There you go. So see, I'll get y'all together, man. So, because this dude, he lives, sleeps, and poo-poos Halo, bro. He bugs me every day. He bothers me every single day, bro.
Yeah, we got to do it.
JyzalGaming, I got a golden mic with some platinum bezels. I'm going to let you start it off. JyzalGaming, it's been a busy week. The community out here loves to be in the dark. I think the community now, it enjoys the stupidity. I think it accepts the stupidity because the stupidity vouches for their side, and I think that it isn't even about telling the truth anymore. Shout out to my man Six Slay in the building. It's not even about telling the truth anymore, right? Mm-hmm. Because the truth is only going to hit a certain few, right? But the masses, they love running into brick walls. So since y'all love running into brick walls, we're gonna give y'all some walls to run into today on this show. We're gonna give it to you. So JyzalGaming, here's that mic, man. Spit some jewels, please.
Listen, man. The first thing I want to tackle is Phil Spencer's comments earlier this week. What you think about that, Legal? His comments about us respecting these devs and not harassing them, and you know what he said, man. What you think about that?
Damn, you're really gonna choose violence. You know what, man? JyzalGaming doesn't ever. You gotta be nice.
We're gonna get into it. Man.
I couldn't even wake up this morning.
No.
Scroll through my Twitter feed without seeing all this violence. Now, first thing out the gate, he wanted to get to the Phil Spencer. See, he couldn't even wait a little bit. We're gonna get right into it. Okay, so yes.
You know why? Because I like defending my peoples. You know what I mean? The small guys. I don't like people punching down on the community.
I got you, fam. Right now, I'm gonna play the devil's advocate. It's a good one.
We're gonna be first take over here. You take one side, I take another.
Got you. Okay, I see where you're going. before I do that, Smitty Smith has taken over. And of course,
Yes, look at this.
yeah, look at this. So Smitty Smith out the gate. We're going to go ahead. He shut it down. Support and get supported. Salute to the panel in chat. Shout out to the homie JyzalGamingTV. Much love, man. Much love. You got your love right out the gate, JyzalGamingTV. Here we go. Here we go, man. All right.
Listen, I love the chit chat. That
It's the real.
I told you, man. They're knowledgeable. This what I like. They're knowledgeable about their gaming history. They stand up for themselves. They call out the bullshit when it needs to be called out.
Facts. Oh, by the way, before I answer, yo, if you haven't checked out my man Six Slayer's channel, please
Right.
get over there, check out his channel because
He goes in depth.
He was a happy dude. Yeah, I was actually having a bad day that day, right? A lot on my mind, bad day, and I saw his unboxing of the Steam Deck, man, and how his face was just lit up like a little kid. That moment is what gaming is all about.
It's all about. Listen, he had a fat UPS driver pull up. He thought it was Gabe. He was mad excited.
Yeah, facts. So go check it out, man. Only downside, I was wanting him to do his thing. Don't worry about what we say, Six Lair. Be you and do your thing. I don't care if it took a whole hour for you to break it down, discuss what you loved about it.
Matter of fact, Sick, put a link to the video, Sick, in the chat so people can check you out.
Check it out, man. Don't ever cut your material short, Sick, for nobody. For nobody. And I'm saying that out of love. Do your thing. Be who you are, fam. And if they don't like it, oh well. You there for you and the enjoyment of people who enjoy what you do. So that's all I'm going to say, bro. That's all I'm going to say. Here we go. Jigga J, I'm with you. See, Jigga J here. So we got one. I got one, J, right, that's going to be on my side. All right?
I already know.
So listen, here we go. Jigga J, I'm with you. Here it is. Phil Spencer, I don't know if y'all, of course he's a great leader, okay? We saw this. If you did not see the DICE Awards where he got nominated for being a legend, basically.
Todd Howard presented the award. Yeah.
Yes. He ended up getting a Lifetime Achievement Award, okay? For being in the video game spotlight throughout his career. The man he done racked over 30-something years in Microsoft, period. For him to get a Lifetime Achievement Award means he's not just respected in the Xbox community or Microsoft community, but he's respected in a whole lot of communities. And we even saw Miss Sue from AMD call him a legend. On her own stage, she welcomed him in. So this guy has a lot of respect, okay? And if you haven't seen I would say the speech that he gave, go check it out. You can go look it up on Twitter and listen to his speech, because he was talking about the whole industry, but talking about their responsibility to commit to respect and dignity, okay? Respect and dignity. I think that the issue that people have is that a lot of people probably didn't even watch that show first, and they bombed first, thinking what they read from these articles. And I was one of those to see the article. So if you saw the article, right, you reacted off emotions and said, aha, look, see, Phil Spencer is talking about Xbox fans. They needing to calm down with all this toxicity and all this stuff. Look, haha, see. But if you watch that video of his speech, he never once mentioned us. He never once said Xbox fans. Fans never came out of his mouth. He was talking about the respect that themselves, the leaders and those within the gaming industry, need to start doing. Now, here's where I'm going with that. What was going on with Activision not too long ago? They had some sexual harassment cases, right? Some issues going on. There are some issues with black people. It's clear. You know, Di-RRec Gaming ain't holding no punches, y'all. Black people have a hard time still to this day being recognized for anything. Still to this day. We don't have enough black developers. We don't have enough black faces in the gaming industry. And nobody really cares about that. All right? No matter how much you feel about gay people, you gotta respect people. No matter how much you feel about transgender people, you still gotta respect them. Because all you're thinking, all you're saying is, if I'm gonna respect you, you gotta respect me. All the personal stuff, that's when it gets out of hand. When you want me to know your personal space. I don't need to know your personal space. So there's a difference, and I'm gonna keep it 1 trillion funky right now. That's why some blacks like me don't like when they try to get things confused, right? And what I mean by that is when they try to put my people in that same category. We're not in the same category. Our history of treatment is totally different from anybody else's. They ain't make water fountains for you. They ain't tell you you wasn't human. They ain't tell you that they ain't make laws against you. Physical laws. They didn't enslave you as a people. They didn't suppress you as a people. The federal agency did not hunt you down as a people. You don't have a terrorist group as a people. We do. And all along, we are the ones that had to learn and teach people how to be. We have. Because we've learned from our oppressors throughout our generations. We taught y'all how to rap. We taught y'all how to dance. We taught y'all how to write poems. We taught y'all how to put waves in your head. We taught you how to be cowboys. We built this whole country off the backs of our ancestors.
Yeah.
So that's why if you think that we're so don't show a lot of empathy. It's not that we don't show a lot of empathy. The respect ain't there. Because respect is earned, not given. Right? Mm-hmm. So Phil Spencer is saying we got to respect people and show dignity towards people, regardless if they look different, sound different, believe in something different or not. Because that's the only true way we move as a people, right? In gaming, he was saying that. The industry, JyzalGaming, they took that. Look how beautiful his speech was. Go look. Yep. Right? Monster.
I have it right here. You're absolutely correct. He never once mentioned gaming.
He never once. Go read it. Go listen to it. Right? But the industry, this is what JyzalGaming is saying. Now come Jigga J. Now I'm coming to JyzalGaming's defense. Right here. This is why people like JyzalGaming and all the other ones have a case. All I'm saying was go back and watch the video first before you text. Don't text without getting your facts. But I digress, right? Now to JyzalGaming's defense and everybody like JyzalGaming. Don't come at us because we're the scapegoats, right? Because we're the gamers, right?
Right. And it's easy to talk about us, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And JyzalGaming, you have a story. You have a validated story because it happened to you. And I want you to repeat what happened to you. Because to me, you helped people like me, 100 and everybody else, right? Who've been fighting so hard to just keep it funky right here on this level where most people are. We don't try to act like we're something special. We don't try to act like we different from y'all. We just here. We just built the platform and we want to speak what y'all feel. That's it. There's a lot of people can't get into being characters. All right. So this kind of community is the non-character, non-clownish. We don't put on dresses and makeup community, right? We're going to shoot straight. And I'm going to be funny. We're going to pull that bow and arrow and shoot straight, right? Since everybody likes bow and arrows. All right. So JyzalRock comes out. He's like, yo, why is it that when we talk about being toxic or when we talk about stirring the pot, it's always got to be directed towards us?
Right. The industry never takes accountabilities for their actions.
Right. They can say anything. And we got receipts over and over again. They talked about the 900p, 1080p.
Since the 90s, bro. Since the 90s.
Right. It's been like that. Now, my answer to him was, and he knows this, when I see change start from the top,
right,
then I take it seriously.
Exactly. No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. It got to start. It has to start from the top.
It has to start from the top because we as gamers are doing nothing different. And here's what I mean by that. Watch this, y'all. We like a game, we buy the game. We like the service, we buy the service. So the way I feel about it is, don't tell me what to do. I'm a grown man.
Exactly.
If you don't want me to be so competitive, if being competitive since I was 4 years old, right? When I was the kid with the Intellivision in the neighborhood, while all the other kids had Ataris, right? There was maybe one or two people who had a PC. No, PC ain't never been big in the neighborhoods and in real life strata. And bro, I walk in my neighborhood right now, go through my whole neighborhood, and might find one kid with a PC gaming thing. One kid. Everybody else going to talk about Switch, Nintendo, Wii U, or Xbox Series S, or Xbox X, or Xbox One, or PlayStation 4, or PlayStation. I'm just keeping it 1,000. I have to really dig and find PC gamers, but they're out there. They just aren't. They've never been the playground conversation. They never been. And I don't even remember being a kid talking to a little kid about PC games. They were at school when we played Oregon Trail. You know, when we went into the library break, we got on a PC right there, and we played Oregon Trail. PC wasn't like that. PC didn't get like that until the 90s. But it's true. It's easier to point the finger at us because all you see us on Twitter is just jabbing. You don't really see people on Twitter. Not right. You get some stupid people. Let's don't get it confused. But when I'm on Twitter, I don't see a whole lot of radical nonsense. I just see gamers poking at each other all day. We're bored. All right. Some of us at work. We just use it to just, some people are sensitive. They're too sensitive. Like my man Afterboss would say, bro, this is not that serious. It's just a lot of jokes and stuff out here. You got people who, they have nervous breakdowns. It's a console war. And they don't know how to act. No, this ain't. God, it's not that serious, bro. I'm just saying Xbox is better. And this dude saying PlayStation is better. If that's got your mind all messed up, bro, this ain't meant for you. Because we've been doing this for 30-some years. We was kids doing
legal. The thing is this, right? You can't push out a message of console wars, right? We could literally go into the archives of time and find how the industry has been pushing console wars, right? To sell the console, to get clickbaits with their clickbait articles, to get clicks, to get likes, to get people to watch their shows and awards. It's all about separation and pinning one console against the next, right?
Facts.
They push it so much, right? And the only time it's a problem is when it meets them at their front door, right? And one of these fanatics who actually believe in the wars, right? So much so that start threatening them. Then it's, we got to put an end to this toxicity in the community. Bro, you're the preacher, though. You're the one putting the message out.
I got one that's real clear, taking all the air out. What happened to the funny man, right? and this ain't a jab at Sony, it just happened to come out of your camp. What happened to the funny man with the PlayStation 5 t-shirt that was wanting to have sex with the 15-year-old boy that he didn't realize it wasn't even a 15-year-old boy? Where was all the outlets at? Where was all the disgrace at? If you want to talk about toxicity, how do we not get more toxic than that? And that was in real time.
Right.
I don't see none of my comrades either across the board as PlayStation gamers, Nintendo gamers, PC gamers, Xbox players. I didn't see nobody with that level, at that level, not one. But all we was waiting on was to see any of these major outlets that always running their mouth, right? Always got something to say, right? Where were they? Or all these top big end influencers that are always running their mouth, right? Always got something to say, right? Always want you to click, subscribe to their channel, right? We just wanted to see what y'all were going to say. Because see, down here with us, we don't care. We know majority ain't listening to us anyway, which gives us the advantage. Because the way we feel down here is we ain't got nothing to lose no way. So if anybody
we can't get blacklisted. We can't get blacklisted.
Can't get blacklisted. I ain't got my hands out trying to do a damn game review for you. I ain't got none of that going on. But the one thing legal in JyzalGaming and my other homies of Di-RRec Gaming and some of my other homies on their channel, you know what they can give you? The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Because we ain't scary guys over here. We ain't clout chasing. When you ever see me out here begging for likes on Twitter or begging for followers on Twitter? I do my thing because I'm right in here with y'all. I move like my community moves. I don't see Sammy V out there doing that. I don't see Fugly doing that. Fugly puts up memes and laughs all day long. Fugly being himself. I see people being themselves. They ain't out here trying to be Twitter celebrities. So therefore, why should I be? I'm trying to reflect those who support us, J-Rock. Why do I want to be different? Why do I want to look different from them? I don't. But we can do it in style. We ain't got to do it in toxicity, right? Nobody wanted to point that out. We constantly see them lying about video games. Right. We got a YouTube channel that's got over a million subscribers now, like Digital Foundry, and they point out stuff in video games that nobody really cares about. But why is Digital Foundry so big? Because Digital Foundry is the crutch that we need to point things out towards other gamers on other platforms. How do we know this, J-Rod? We just saying this on the top of our heads? No, because it's the same system of Metacritic. Look what we just did with Metacritic, right? We used their own fire against them. Metacritic puts out numbers, right?
Right.
And what do gamers do? They take it to do what? To throw jabs at other people.
Right. Now, if they really want to change, right? Notice we never see an article where when the industry points at themselves and said, "Listen, we want things to change, and we're gonna recognize that we've been pushing these console wars, and we're gonna try to change our ways." Right.
Right.
You don't find out one article about that.
Nope.
Them pointing the fingers at themselves, looking at the mirror. You never see them trying to change the system of review scores. Why? Because there's money behind it.
That's right.
Listen.
Right. You gotta
they could easily just write their opinions write their reviews, give their opinions on it, and put no score behind it.
Right.
Did they not?
That's true.
And then gamers will have to do what? Read the actual reviews.
Right.
See if they jive with the whole review instead of scrolling all the way down looking for the score and just running with it.
Make a jab. Exactly.
Right.
We know what it is, right? How did you know that, J-Rock? Because we do it. We're not here to say.
Listen, right. How about the Game Awards? If we're this big gaming community, right, and we're all gamers, we're one happy family, it shouldn't be divided. Why is the Game Awards divided in the way it is? Why not have the best Xbox games, right? The best PlayStation games, and get rid of the game of the year.
Facts. Wild Horse 74, shouts to you. Hyperfan Gaming in the building. Shouts to my man. Fireballs in the building. What's up, fam? And of course, man, you know, Smitty Smith got to come back around because I just love that name. Smitty Smith's still in here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, J-Rock, that's true. That's true. Look at it. Everything goes, right?
Listen, if you're a gaming outlet, right, and your thing is video games, you're supposed to be unified video games. Why within your same site do you have a forum like GameSpot, right? And one of the forums, one of the categories is console wars.
Yeah.
Why is it that you have console specific podcasts within your gaming outlet? If it's all about gaming as a whole, and we're supposed to be this one unified community of family.
Why does
let's not push the separation, right? Why do they push the separation so much?
Why does it got to be division? Why if you're a gaming outlet, why come you can't sum up all the gaming news under one show? Why you gotta have a Nintendo, a PlayStation, and an Xbox, right? Because we know
they're the ones that come. They're the ones that come up with the terms of console wars. They're the ones that give out these awards of the best game, the best this. They're the ones that make the articles pinning IPs against one another. Who has the best first party?
I'm glad you went with this. Right? Now give me some time on
Listen, they tell us who won E3. They never say it was the gamers.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about which company won E3, and they give awards accordingly.
You said something that was very powerful.
Did we start that? Let me ask you, Deagle. Did we start that?
Mm-hmm.
That's not us.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't start none of that.
You said something real powerful.
Did we shoot the Crash Bandicoot commercials?
Right.
When he was out at front of the Nintendo headquarters.
In front of the Nintendo building,
talking about, hey, plumber boy.
Yeah.
Talking about how you're a Japanese company with an Italian plumber as your mascot. Did we say that?
And look how long that's been. That's been since 97. Come on, man. 96, 97. So you basically raised the whole generation, basically two generations, because you had one that was already in the teenage years and you had one that were little kids. So they grew together all the way through the years. Look, this is how old some of us are. Xbox is 20. That's how old this has been going. And now, because what it is people, we're in this era where gamers have a way to express themselves when we didn't.
Mm-hmm. That's the main thing. Right. Social media has given us a voice.
It's giving people. That's it. So in the beginning, J-Rock, when they could just say these things and ain't nothing you can do about it because it was on commercial, right? It was on your TV screen.
They couldn't get no pushback in real time.
Facts.
It was all magazines. It was all after the fact.
Right. Exactly. Now watch this. You said something that was beautiful. This is how you know when it's a joke, when it's become just silly, right? I'm not even going to talk about The Last of Us 2. We saw that transpire in front of our eyes, but you see how quickly everybody forgets? If you didn't learn anything else, you should have learned everything you needed to know during The Last of Us 2 era. You saw people's YouTube channels get shut down. You saw reviewers get yanked. You saw stores rejecting refunds. You saw devs leaving. You saw the weirdo stuff come in. You saw the agenda propaganda. You saw it all over a video game, right? That lets you know that at the end of the day, we control the narrative. They showed us that. You can do whatever. They can control the narrative, but they can't control your pocket, right? You can shut down my YouTube channel or whatever, block me or whatever, but you have no control of me actually going to buy that game. So it goes back to what I was saying long time ago. When you, the gamers, understand that you are the superstars, not YouTubers, not gaming media outlets. Those aren't the superstars. The casual gamer, the one who actually goes to work, the one that actually buys video games, are the superstars. You are making everything work, whether you believe it or not. Who cares if nobody knows your name? Your dollar bill is bigger than your name, has more power than your name, right? Being unknown. So when JyzalRock was just saying, we saw the Game Awards, right? Which I don't understand. You as a gamer would even take that show seriously when that show is not built for you. Let's just take the air out of the room. The Game Awards with Jeff Keighley is not a show built for gamers. It's a show built for devs. Why? Because he saw at a young age how to monopolize on it. He knew that if I get in good with the developers, then I got it made. Because if I move like the gamers, I'm going to get backlash. I know to ride with the developers, get into the industry more, fit right on in. He knew this. So what do? He built an award called the Game Awards. That's the smoke and mirrors. It's not the Game Awards. It should be called the Developers Awards because you're giving awards to developers for the work that they do. Nothing wrong with that, but watch this. You come out here and you want gamers to interact, which is the silly part, because we just care about the games, right? So you want us to interact on your show. Okay, so 90% of your show is industry voting. Industry voting. If Sony, and here's what JyzalRock has a point. If Sony is the lead marketer as far as console space go, right? How is it even in your mind hope that if you're a Nintendo fan or an Xbox fan, that the majority of those fans and developers in there are rooting for you in your game? How is that even possible, right? So now you have Jeff Keighley, the host. You can't, JyzalRock, you can't make this up, bro. Jeff Keighley himself, the host, the man of the hour, right? Just like with Major Nelson and our man, what was his name? His name is Eric, I believe. Eric and Nelson on their show. They talked about this because I'm gonna bring it up. This is how you know it was a joke. Jeff Keighley is a pronounced PlayStation fan. Come on, right there makes it already funny right there, right? We've seen how he's acted when other games win something and we see his face. He does it right on TV, right in your face. But as soon as something happens for Sony, he's pom-pomming. Okay, cool. All right, cool, right? Cool, do that. But here's the problem that I have. Why do you think exactly, Smitty Smith, why do they think we should take that serious as Xbox fans or Nintendo fans? Why do they even act like that? That's the Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Gaming Award show. See what I'm saying? Like, that's for the kids. That's for people that don't know, right? So what happened just a few months ago, JyzalRock? If it's about video games. Now, Major Nelson, even on his podcast, had to pick at him for this. Before, everything went without questioning. But then something happened. This game called Forza Motorsport 5 came out. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Forza Horizon 5 came out and turned the whole industry upside down in one day. Phil Spencer had to come out. Aaron Greenberg was shocked to his heart. He had to post up and said, I've never seen nothing like this the whole time I've been at Xbox.
Right, the highest rated game of the year, right?
Right.
Not nominated.
And then, say that one more time, JyzalRock.
The highest rated game of the year wasn't nominated.
Stop right there. Right? Y'all wonder why I laugh.
Now,
Wonder why we
now,
got people
now,
like why we
legal.
got
Now, tell me,
all right.
what about that is respecting the devs and the publishers?
I'm gonna let you have it. Give me one more minute. Stay right there on your subject, and then I'm gonna let you have that. All right? You wonder why you got people like Fugly out here laughing all the time? Shout out to Black Jedi. You think something's wrong with him, right? Because he's laughing all the time. Nothing wrong with him. This is a clown show, like he's been saying all along.
Mm-hmm.
Gaming is about showcasing. And we're going to get to that because gaming is about showcasing. Either you know how to game or you're not good at gaming. Gaming doesn't, it's only two options. Now, look, we don't jab at people that just don't know how to game so good. Okay, but you're gaming, you're trying. We get that. But the ones who aren't so good at gaming, they're not out here talking like they're good at gaming. They're playing games. They're casual gamers. The problem we have is these casual gamers have these big mouths. But going back to where we about to go, and then I'm gonna pass that mic to JyzalGamingTV. Forza Horizon 5 tips the whole industry over in one day. Phil Spencer comes out on Twitter and announces, wow, overnight, during a 24-hour period, Forza Horizon 5 has sold 4.5 million because you couldn't even play the game without purchasing it. All right? 4.5 million in one day. One day. We sat there and watched it go all the way past 10 million. We sat there and watched it. It just kept going, kept going, kept going, kept going. 4.5 million one day. Forza Horizon made its money. It made its money already. It's been made its money, right? Now, it was going so hard that it showed you where the gamers were at. Playground Turn 10 proved that they made this great game. Now, JyzalGaming, why do you think they don't look at games are games, right? So why are we labeling success of what a game should be? Why do you think storytelling is in there? Needs to have storytelling. It needs to have a narrative. It needs to have, because those things make PlayStation games.
Mm-hmm.
Those things define what a PlayStation game ought to be. They don't agree with everybody else. When I play
Right.
Super Mario Bros., I don't have to have a big story for that. I already know what the mission is. Go save the princess. Right? It don't have to be fabulous in graphics. You know how we know they were fronting? See, J-Rock, because before, like you said, we didn't have these big outlets back in 2001,
Nope.
2002, 2003. YouTube and all these other ones came out around 2005 and they started going up. 2007. So if that's the case, J-Rock, and I'm gonna let you get on it, how did Madden win a game of the year award for Game Awards? How did
Mm-hmm.
Madden win?
Overwatch.
How did Overwatch win? And the reason why I'm saying this, y'all, is because when me and J-Rock were talking about it on Twitter, Jeff paid us a visit. And y'all want, like I told y'all, they're watching you. He proved my point. How does somebody like Jeff pop up in our little video conversation?
Yeah, right. In my little Twitter feed.
This is what J-Rock's talking about. Why is it all of a sudden what I say is so important? Because that's how truth hits. See? Truth will bring you to it. It ain't got to be going out here clout chasing and all that. That's not how truth operates. Truth draws people in. So when he came in and started
Yeah.
making up excuses, right?
Yeah, Jeff,
We
yeah, he
kept
came.
hitting
He
him.
came. Yeah, Jeff
Right, go
came on
ahead,
my
J-Rock.
Twitter and told me that it because before they were saying, oh, it didn't make the deadline, right? But then he came on my Twitter feed and corrected that and said it did make the deadline, but the panel just didn't believe it was worthy of being nominated for Game of the Year. That's all. He pretty much said it all.
So let me tell you something. What's not worthy, right? That you got everybody on that game. We talking about gaming. We got everything on that game, and everybody, the majority within that year is on that game. You got community in that game. You got clubs on that game. And you seeing where the activity is at on that game. But like I said, Jeff Keighley makes it known that it's not about the gamers. What mattered was they, right? His little committee didn't think that it was worth the nomination. But watch this. But it's up for the best racer. Of course it is, because you want to minimize its greatness because it's not GT Sport. Because GT Sport has never been able to live up to any of the Forza games. But that's what's really bothering y'all, right? That a racer would have more people on it than any of your games combined. Look what that racer did. And you had the nerve, you had the audacity, right, to ignore it. But then you couldn't ignore it. Because when so many people, when it became so apparent, and even when Major Nelson had to speak on it, you had to start trying to switch it up. We don't want you switching it up. We want you to stay the way you are, so that brick wall will fall on you. We want you to continue to be the way you are, because it's people like you who don't make the industry better. See? People like you, they don't hold accountable, right? We telling you. But people like you say what they want to say on stage, right? Tap dance all you want. But at the same time, the truth is showing itself. And then Halo come out. And that one little thing that messed it up for The Last of Us 2 on your show, which you couldn't even reflect your community because you were so tied up in the industry. When the Player Choice Awards come, your one little outlet where it gives the power to the gamers says something on your show. That's the only thing that means anything to us gamers, is that one thing. It was Ghost of Tsushima. It won. So the game that y'all was working so hard to get Gotti for, it didn't even reflect in your community. That was clown work. And then what happened? Halo Infinite was in the Players' Choice Awards. That's the only one that matters. Only one that matters. Smitty Smith, shut it down again. If I'm a gamer and it's the highest rated game of the year and I run to the damn Game Awards, you got to put it in, because if you don't, my integrity is on the line. And Jeff Keighley showed this. That's it. It makes no sense. How is the highest rated game not nominated?
Mm-hmm.
Not one of their games, J-Rock. This is the problem. Not one of their games have hit a 92. They ain't made one game to beat Forza Horizon 5 yet. Or the airplane game. I don't even want to say its name. We got an airplane game that scores higher. No story to it. There ain't no story to those games. Because you know why, people? Stories were extras. They've always been extras. A story has never made a video game. Fun always rules when it comes to a video game.
All right, so
I don't care how.
Let me ask you, Legal, right? If it doesn't matter how much gamers are enjoying it, how much gamers are actually playing it, the review scores don't matter and the sales don't matter, right? Because Forza Horizon dominated in all that, in all those categories last year. So how do we nominate what a good game is?
How? How do we, fam?
What's the criteria? If it's engagement numbers, if it's players, if it's reviews and sales, Forza had everybody else beat. That was nominated.
How is PlayStation 4 the best console in the world, J-Rock? Yeah, they don't have a problem letting you know how it outsold the Xbox, right? Oh, it outsold the Xbox. The Switch then outsold it.
So tell me, Legal, how do we nominate these games now?
Right. How? What's the point? I don't know, J-Rock. Because that, and look, it's like you said, it's all about perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who has who has a bigger like exposure type of influence? Jeff does. That's it right there. Jeff does. That's right, Vodka. And so this is truth over feelings. That's right. Truth over feelings. We don't care, bro. You ain't nobody gonna disguise nothing over us, bro. We see this because we live this. My pockets stay empty because I put into this industry. But I'm not gonna let this industry blindfold me, right? It ain't gonna make me think, well, I just can put my money anywhere and just go with the flow. Nah, we don't just go with the flow. You gonna tell me that when Jeff Keighley is out here, nobody recognizes him? He knows this. He has a worldwide name. So tell me, when he comes out, right, that people ain't gonna flock. This is why you have people, JyzalGamingTV, who thought Blu-ray was owned by Sony. Why? Because when you walked into a Best Buy store back in the day, PlayStation 3 was attached to what? Blu-ray. And they put it up there on a Samsung TV. And everywhere you saw Blu-ray, you would see PlayStation.
Same thing for DVDs.
What DVDs? It wasn't, J-Rock, was that about gaming?
No, it was about being the best DVD player out there, the cheapest.
Facts. So it made you think, well, damn, you got people, you have people, bro, I'm being serious.
Listen, there's just people in denial right now on my Twitter,
now,
right?
There's somebody still thinking that
telling me it was
Sony. Right now.
Not only that, there's people that actually believe that the PS2 reached the height that it did solely based on its game catalog.
I know.
Listen, there's a reason no other system has been able to touch that console in sales, and it's not because these new consoles don't have bigger game catalogs, because everybody has expanded their catalogs of games, right, and become better gaming systems. So I have none of these new consoles since the PS2 ever been able to top it. It's because it was the best DVD player of that time. It had that little industry on lock. DVD players was like what, $1,000 back then? The early ones. There's a reason Sony bundled movies with the goddamn console and not games. They gave you a controller and they gave you a remote control and a movie.
A what?
A remote control and a movie.
One more time.
A remote control and a movie.
You can't make this stuff up, people. I want to laugh. Yeah, because if anybody thought, that's why PlayStation.
One of the best selling accessories, right, in the market, right, in the stores, was the DVD remote control. It wasn't not an extra controller. It was the DVD remote.
Yo, J-Rock. Sony knows how to. They're the kings of perception. Okay. For those that are not really understanding what J-Rock is saying, before I do, Sammy V with the super sticker. I see you, fam. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Sony understood in its last few years of gloriness, right? Because at 2000, their biggest thing started to fall apart. That was the Walkman, okay? But before the Walkman fell apart, they had about 4 more years to go, right? So they understood being an electronic leader in the world. Sony was an electronic leader in the world. Okay? This was before Samsung, anything. Sony was king, all right? You got to understand something. That when Sony came into this, it was never about video games, all right? When Sony tied up with Nintendo, Sony's job wasn't even to make video games, all right? It was the CD-ROM and the music and video games. Why? Because Sony also is part of the music business. That's why. And the CD-ROM is hardware that Sony wanted to get into because they were already the masters of the cassette tapes. So they got the technology and they wanted to display it. It can make games longer for developers and it was easy to operate on, right? So they wanted to sell those two things. When they got in, after the little spat with Nintendo, they realized they were the lone wolves out there in Japan. This ain't even in America yet. They're in Japan. And they realized they were all alone. Because goes back to what JyzalGaming was saying. When Nintendo and Sega went to battle, when these gaming companies went to battle, they battled solely off the games. They didn't buy up studios to go to war with each other. They let the games do the talking. So when Sony finally got in, they didn't have no games to do the talking. You feel me? We're going to keep it 100 funky right now. They didn't have nothing. So Sony was finally in a place where they wasn't recognized at. And that was the gaming industry. And for that, Sony was like, oh no. In the worldwide, we kings. They're going to recognize just how we get down. So what did they do, JyzalGaming? They brought their concepts of how they do things into the gaming industry. This is the birth of why we're where we're at today. Why we look so ruined and so out of place is because we have adopted the way Sony brought this garbage into our community. So what they did was, the first thing they did was they bought 250 gaming companies out of Japan. 250. Nobody ever thought about that. Nobody was ever doing that because devs could run all over the place. This is why when we was little, you look at yourself and you think, damn, was I ever like this the way I am today? Where I hover over one console? No, we didn't even care about consoles. Yo, my friend had a Nintendo across the street. I went right over there and played it. He come over to my crib. I had a Sega. He came right over there and played it. We didn't go to school saying, you got a Sega and I got a Nintendo. We didn't do that. We was just like, oh, you got that game? Let me come over there and get it. Because in my era, people didn't have multi-consoles. That wasn't important. Families didn't have all that money to be buying up consoles. Gaming wasn't like that. Gaming didn't have that outlet like that for people to use as a way to validate that they're gamers. We didn't have all of that. You gamed, you gamed. There wasn't no gamer tag. There wasn't none of that. You gamed. You showcased, right? So when they bought up all those companies, JyzalGaming, that was the birth of doing that. They did that, which gave them what, JyzalGaming? Power, which kept people in place, right? Now watch, JyzalGaming. What did they do to art? Okay, you a record label, right? Sony has a record label. You start out with nothing. How do you grow your record label, JyzalGaming? By doing what?
You buy the talent.
You buy the what?
You buy the talent.
You get those artists in, don't you?
Yep.
And then what do you do when you get those artists in, JyzalGaming? What happens? What's the piece of paper that I put down on the table? What happens?
Them contracts come up.
Uh-oh. And then what was going on? What was the beautiful thing about the 80s and the 90s? When you can con an artist, right? So artists would get that front up money, 2-3 million, but they don't see that they just signed off that in years and years and years and years they don't own their music. We do.
Right. That's why Michael Jackson owned the Beatles.
Facts. Own Eminem. Eminem dissed him on a track. Microsoft bought Eminem. Facts. Now Michael Jackson.
When you control the industry, you could do what Sony does now, right? Facts. They put the pressure on everybody that's trying to make money in this industry.
Facts.
Anybody that doesn't play ball with Sony gets blacklisted, right?
Facts.
You write an honest review. What do? They don't send you no more free copies.
Facts. You see what I'm saying?
So they control the market.
People wonder why Tekken couldn't go nowhere, while Street Fighter was stuck. Now perception, JyzalGaming, perception. I remember
this is why that news outlet didn't get no GT7 review
That's
copies.
what I was just gonna bring up Grand Theft Auto. This is why Grand Theft Auto.
Gran Turismo. You mean Gran Turismo?
Yeah. Why? And even me as a kid, I was a teenager. I literally thought that these developers were on Sony's platform. That's
Listen,
not what it was.
yo, legal. Where's the news? Where these industry insiders and news outlets and everybody defending one of their own getting blacklisted? You don't see them
You don't see them. You don't
out here
see them.
talking about us.
That talking about us, bro, because the truth is the real threat. The truth is the real threat, not what's going on. See, they know what's going on. They know that. They accept that because they're part of that. But when you got people that's going to tell the truth about it, that's the problem. See, that's the real problem. So they'll label people like you and me, JyzalGamingTV, as toxic. Where have we been toxic at this whole show? Nowhere. I ain't been toxic nowhere. I'm not goofy like that. You know what I'm saying? So perception, right? It's all about perception. So as a kid, they had already had me thinking, dang gum, Rockstar belongs to Sony. That's a Sony game. So I was stuck. I was like, man, I don't want to buy a PlayStation though. But dang, I almost broke. When I was a kid, I almost broke in. But then Xbox saved my life. Man, Xbox saved my life. When Xbox came, the rebel in me began again because Sega fell apart. I was a rebel kid. I was a Sega boy. So Xbox gave me that opposition to be a rebel again. And so when I started running with them, and then I saw that Grand Theft Auto was coming on Xbox, I began to question, wait a minute, what? I thought this was PlayStation game. And then you start learning. I remember Rockstar coming out saying, we will never do that again. When they saw the numbers, bro, when Rockstar saw those numbers on the Xbox, they was like, we would never. I remember reading in the Game Informer magazine, we're not doing that again. We ain't gonna never just put ourselves on one. We learned, and that's why you don't see Grand Theft Auto ever again on one console. They saw what happened, and look at poor Crash Bandicoot. J-Rock, look at that deal that happened. You're talking 20 years, bro. You had people out here, J-Rock, like we said, thinking Crash Bandicoot was Sony. That's perception. Look where Crash Bandicoot is today. See? Perception. But
that's why I keep telling people.
Sony won in the long run.
Right. That's why I keep telling people perception matters.
Perception matters. It matters, fam, and I agree with you with that. I totally agree with you with that. I will look. It's J-Rock, He-Bot. I got you. Don't worry, fam. Don't worry. I got you, okay? I got you. Don't worry. Matter of fact, got you on the next one. All right? So just look for the next one. Don't even worry about it. Appreciate you, bro. We're going to have He-Bot on Di-RRec Gaming. We're going to have him on Di-RRec Gaming, y'all. Appreciate you, bro. I got you, fam. We got you. And so you see all of this stuff, right? They win by perception. It's important. So if I can keep people thinking that I'm the one that's in control or this is mine, even if it's not true, I'm winning, right? I got this. That's why they always talked about exclusive games.
Listen,
they were indoctrinated.
Legal. This is why in this industry, and listen, it's not good that I need to say this. I'm saying this right now, but
the truth, man.
In this industry, it pays off, right? To be secretive, not forthcoming with truth, to be sneaky and conniving. It pays off in this industry because look at GT7. Look at what happened with Forza Motorsport. They upfront about their little microtransactions. They get lambasted. They get review points points taken off their review scores. GT7, they hide it until its release date. There's no consequence to that. They got their score. They got the praise. And now it's going to be a few articles will come out and it's going to be an afterthought.
Yep. That's how they punish you. They want you They want you to stick to the plan, right? We got, look, y'all, this is how funny it is. Look, all of us here know, all right? The reviewers, they play maybe 10, 15 minutes, and then they review a whole damn game for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the industry we got. That's
Listen, we have Digital Foundry didn't even know how to capture a flag in Halo.
Speak on it. Let's talk about it. Let me go on mute. Speak on it, J-Rock.
I mean, you saw it. They
I
literally
saw it,
didn't
man.
know. They literally didn't know how to capture a flag in Halo, right? But they've been playing Halo since the flight sim. What last year summer?
Okay, put it like this, J-Rock. When
The
Halo
the the
Infinite,
the area to return the flag, right? To capture it
golly,
never changed.
never,
It's been the same since the flight.
J-Rock.
All of a sudden they don't even know what's going on in the video. They're like, what's going on? Why can't I capture it? What
Be,
the dude is like, is the flag there? Yeah, it's right here. I'm like, what the? Take it
because
back to your
gaming
base.
tells the truth, just like I've been saying. You know what, man? Go back to Hebot when we would talk. Hebot used to say this to me all the time. D-Rock. That's what he called me, D-Rock. Gaming is all about eye coordination, and skill. That's it. It doesn't matter where you play and what platform you play. It takes skill. You can't fool that. You can't fool that. I know how to play around frame rate. I used to get people on Gears tell me, oh, you get a PC legal and you be lethal. I was like, why? I'm lethal right here. Well, because you're going to have those PC guys who God said, I don't care. Because I don't need that frame rate to help my skills. My skills are already there because what they're lacking is the board. They don't learn the board. See, when you lack frame rate, you're going to learn that board. So even if I did lose to a PC gamer, he's going to be scratching his head. How did this dude have almost as many kills as I did? I got a PC. That's a good question. So if I almost have as many kills or more kills than you, which I've shown that I could do, right? You got a PC and I don't. How do I get more kills than you? How do I know where to go? Because it ain't just having that. It's about knowing the game, learning the game, getting your skills up, right? It's all about skills. This dude, I got a question for the whole chit chat community and the viewers out there. Which one came first? And this is to rectify, this is to justify my man J-Rock. Which one came first for Halo Infinite? Was it the campaign or the multiplayer?
Multiplayer.
Multiplayer came first. And we were playing that game. And I remember I would see people acting like they Halo fans now, right? Like they put in
You will
work.
see people actually knowing how to capture a flag.
Yeah. Putting in hours of Halo Infinite or multiplayer. And Sammy V knows me more than anybody out here on that. Sammy V has my attitude towards it. Sammy V bothers me all the time. All right, man, we'll go play. All right?
Yeah, Sammy,
But
we're gonna
Sammy
run some
V,
Halo, man.
J-Rock, you see me in action. You know I don't play multiplayer that much.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy saw me get 28 kills. This dude plays Halo every day. I don't. J-Rock, I went into your gaming group. I come in third because J-Rock's a beast. I ain't gonna lie. J-Rock's a beast when it comes to the Halo. I feel sorry for anybody that thinks J-Rock is a slump on multiplayer Halo. Just test him. I've seen it with my own eye. But J-Rock can attest. I was always coming in about third place. I'm good. Because I don't play Halo like that. But here's what I'm trying to say. I don't need to play Halo like that to be good. Because I'm not going to laugh at the illegal.
Or to know how to capture a flag.
I don't want you to, I want you to keep hammering that. That's going to be the new thing. Because I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm just confident. The new legal has never been whack or garbage at playing video games. At some point, my skill level is going to activate. I don't care what it is. We can start out on a fighting game, and you're going to start whooping me up until a certain point. Something's gonna happen, and now we battling. You're gonna wonder, damn, I used to whoop legal all the time. It's just always been like that with me. Don't take me long, but if it's something I ain't never played, it ain't gonna, yeah, all right, I'll struggle for a little bit, but I'm confident enough that I'll get it, right? So this capture the flag's been out. But yet, like somebody said on Twitter, but yet Digital Foundry's out here with Halo Infinite all in their mouth, J-Rock. They doing all this. This is what they do. That's why I told you there's a difference between talking and gaming, people. Anybody can talk. Anybody can get support with all this latest technology and get in there into games and tell you how many clouds are in the sky or how many flowers are on the ground. Excuse my language. Shit that us gamers don't give a damn about. Don't give a damn about that.
Right, they push it. They
Yeah,
push exactly that, right?
that pushes the fight.
Yo, they
Little
act like we
stupid stuff like that.
yo legal. That's why I always find fun when I get on Twitter and I do the exact same thing Digital Foundry does, right?
Mm-hmm.
They act like it's the fanboys that push that, zooming into this 300% to find details and look at the grass moving. It's not us. We didn't start that.
J-Rock, because it's
We didn't start
more
that.
brave, all
That's
right?
Digital Foundry, IGN, and those other outlets started that, not us.
J-Rock, because it's more brave for me to attack you with your smaller influence than it is for me to attack Digital Foundry.
Absolutely.
That's why,
Absolutely.
J-Rock. That's all it is. Oh, I'm going to go to J-Rock. Oh, yeah. But I ain't going to go to Digital Foundry. You see how many followers they got? Their whole,
Right.
their whole,
That's why
game is going to attack me.
that's why the devs could come to me and vent. They're
Facts.
basically telling me how they really feel, but they're not brave enough to go to Digital Foundry or IGN that does
And
the
tell
same
them
thing. And matter of fact, I take their footage, right, and post it, and they get mad at me for posting Digital Foundry footage and IGN's footage.
it's legendary, bro. I always gotta get that to you, boy. You hurt them. You hurt them, and you gave victory to us, bro. That's why I hold you up high. Because you gave victory to us, bro. You know, this you made you validated everything that I've been saying. And it happened right before my eyes. I lived to see that day. If we don't get another victory, you got it when J-Rock did that copy and paste. The streets got our victory. I don't care if it was just one out of a million. We got it.
Look, and since we're on this topic, right, this is how hypocritical these devs are, right? They come to me talking about don't shit on don't shit on the devs, right, and their hard work.
Nobody
But
will.
just now, a Horizon Forbidden West dev, right?
Uh-huh.
His thing is Horizon Forbidden Blake. He's a senior quest designer at Guerrilla Games, right? And he came out slamming Elden Ring, right? There was a tweet saying I can't. The fact that Elden Ring scored a 97 Metacritic is proof that reviewers don't give a flaming poop about game UX. My life is a lie, right? Another one said nor PC graphics, stability, or performance apparently. Then he came in and said nor quest design, slamming the
See,
quest design of Elden Ring.
there you go. See, David VGS got
Hold
you.
up,
There you go.
hold up. We're talking about respect the devs,
Mm-hmm.
respect their work, and here you are talking shit about Elden Ring.
Now
A
tell me,
dev talking shit about the quest design in Elden Ring or the lack thereof. Now, if I was to say that shit on Twitter, I'll be called a hater, right? A
mm-hmm,
troll, toxic, pushing stuff, pushing the console wars.
mm-hmm.
But you got Horizon Forbidden West dev
Now where's the outrage at with him?
talking shit about Elden Ring's quest design,
Speak on it.
and nobody's gonna say shit to him.
Say it loud for the people in the back. Nobody gonna say a damn thing. You wonder
Right?
why the new legal keeps laughing at you clowns. Bro, I ain't born yesterday, man. The hell y'all think this is? This ain't high school. This ain't elementary. And this show ain't middle school, bro. It's too easy. It's too easy. If you come at the new legal for the same damn thing these dudes on the high ups are doing, you weak. You show your cowardice to me. And all I'm going to do is laugh at you. You ain't showing me that you hard coming at little old legal on Twitter. I just say thanks for being concerned, bro. I send my condolences. I throw some flowers at you. All right? Hopefully those flowers don't have thorns and hurt you and cause you to bleed a little bit. But I'm going to throw some flowers at you. King James in the building. Yo, shouts to my man Bane in the building. Isidores. Isidores Bane. If I'm saying that right. Shouts to my man David VGS and King James, bro. What's up, baby? I see you. Yo, thanks to everybody coming out. But you're right. Nobody's ever going to call that out. Nobody's ever going to go. And the only way you stop, look, and what's funny is that he's attacking Elden Ring, right? But Elden Ring has community. Elden Ring has a larger world. J-Rock's having some difficulties, but it's cool. He'll get back in here. Elden Ring has a bigger history, right? It has a bigger history linkage, I mean, to the Demon Souls tie-in, right? And so you dissing that, it shows your stupidity, because Aloy's only been out for 2 games, and she's not that big of an impact. I proved that in the last shows, right? I believe it was Fireboss. Me and Fireboss was talking about that, and they weren't big on that. It's the same reason why you ain't heard the numbers today. They had more videos of that game messing up than anything. And they wanted to cover that up too about that game. That's fine. And if you didn't feel like you needed to speak about it, that's fine too. But if you're not speaking about it, don't do it for the sake of your channel. Don't do it because, you know, oh, I'm trying to get in and I want free games and I want to be recognized. We don't need more people like that. We need people who call things out, because if we're talking about changing, if we're really talking about changing, then we don't need people like that. That's not going to help change. Just like I said, flip-floppers, neutrals don't help change. You want to own multi-consoles? Own them. Own them. More power to you. But sitting up here talking about, well, you know what? This console's garbage. Well, you got the console. You bought it. You sound stupid. Then why would you buy a console that's garbage? You got it, right? You sound stupid right off the bat. This console doesn't do anything. It has no games. You bought it. You bought the console. You sound stupid. Why would you buy a console that has no games? Why would you come on social media and tell people you have all the consoles, you don't play one of them? That's dumb. That's dumb. Got you, Fugly. That's absolutely dumb. We don't care that you have all these consoles. Nobody cares, because you're not paying nobody's bills with that. You're not feeding nobody with that. You ain't out here in the world being a humanitarian with that. Who cares? I could care less how many consoles you have. We're talking about actually calling things out, changing up the industry. You good, J-Rock. I got you. Just stay just like this. We'll end it. I'm going to end it. And we're talking about actually not being in such of a cowardly way, right? So we're talking about, if we're going to call it like we see it, then call it like you see it. If you're too scared to address the big ups, then don't say nothing to us. Don't say nothing to us. And don't bring up gamers and don't bring up toxicity. Don't bring it up, because I'm starting to think you don't even know what the definition of anything is. That's why y'all run around here talking about fanboys and y'all don't even know what the hell y'all talking about. You don't even know what y'all talking about. And that's why a lot of y'all love listening to these dummies out here, because you really lost. You just like listening to dummies. That's what it is. Y'all know some of these people are dumb and you keep them around. How's that moving? How's that moving the gaming, our gaming community forward, by keeping around people who act dumb all the time? How's that going to move anything? Your community that talked about RDNA 3.0. We weren't dumb like that. We didn't say nothing stupid like that. Now look at that dude. You see? Look what happens. I bet you can't get that dude to talk bad about Xbox no more. came with a price. That's one down. That's one down. That's one down. Let's see who else is ready. Because we know what can get all of them to shut up, right? They clout chasers. All you got to do is throw a little money down. Those are stripper gamers, bro. That's what I call them. Stripper gamers. You put a little money in the bag, they'll change up for you. Straight. It's all good. I call them the used to bees. Those are the used to bees. Or it was all good just a week ago, clowns. That's it. They'll change it up on you in a heartbeat. So you think these dudes is loyal to the cause? Dudes don't even play games. They're on Twitter all the time. Digital Foundry just made it known. Stop talking about Xbox games when you don't play them.
I'm back. I'm back.
Stop talking about these Xbox games when you don't play them. Because when you was on that Twitch or whatever you was on, the streets is undefeated. You will never defeat us because we're controlling everything. You need our pockets. So let's just be clear. You ain't going to defeat us. We can defeat y'all. We can unsubscribe, act like you don't exist no more. Let's see how long you last then. Let's see how you change the tune when we stop supporting your dumb end channel. That's 1 million people who really look up to you, right? But you chose stupidity. That's what I told him when he tried to come after me. When Howard the Duck tried to come after me on my Twitter page. So I know how J-Rock feels. But you think you doing all this yapping on his Twitter page. I give you that. That's because I can't go up into your building in your office. That's what I told him. If I came up into your building in your office, you wouldn't be sounding like this, homie, because I'm looking at you. Ain't like I ain't seen you before. You ain't out here in reality world. You cooped up. You the dude that come out here running your mouth. As soon as the streets get on you, I'm depressed. I need to take a day off of Twitter. That's you. You're saying that on social media.
Yeah.
That's facts. But
That's
yet you come out here running your mouth about Halo and you live. So that was the thing. You didn't think nobody was going to check you. So when it started happening in real time, look how his voice started changing up, J-Rock. He was very careful about what he was going to say. He didn't know what to say. So the ultimate obvious thing to say is, I don't really play this game much. Well, shit, we can see. We can see. It ain't that you don't even play it much. It looks like you don't even play the damn game at all. You don't even know how to play capture the flag. So how do I take you seriously? I don't. Clown. It's like we've been calling you a clown. And you guys who it makes you feel bad in some kind of way. Let's say this. Let me make this real clear. I don't care if it makes you feel bad. Like this dude makes your bed up in the morning or pours you a glass of orange juice in the morning. Get the hell out of here, man. These dudes don't know you. Dudes don't care about you. They ain't giving you no games. They gonna give you these same old donkey-in videos about stuff that don't matter. You think I'm watching a Digital Foundry video for him to tell me the obvious? At the end of the day, whatever video he makes, here's how easy it is. Xbox Series X is going to have the best version. Why I need to watch his video? So he can run around, make a long video running around that fact at the end of the video. What's the conclusion? Xbox Series X has the best version. What I need to listen to John Linneman for? I bought the best version of console gaming. I have it. And I have the second best one. I got the Xbox X and I got the Xbox S. Those are the two best versions for next generational gaming. Matter of fact, those are the only two next generational consoles. I don't care if you're mad about that. It's true. It's facts. Then we can talk about the PlayStation 5. And right now, Sony don't even talk about that. They talk about the PlayStation 4. Facts. You talked about Crossfire X? Well, Crossfire X is number 5th game that gets played on Xbox right now. Just like I told you. In about a year, we'll still be talking about Crossfire X. We ain't going to be talking about no damn Horizon Forbidden West. We're going to still be talking about the number one first person shooter in the world. Try that with Aloy. Good luck. Good luck. Sitting up here acting like Forbidden West, we should be praising that game. Bro, it's good, all right, for the standards of PlayStation, but it ain't astronomical. Some of y'all beat the game in 1 day or 2 days. I mean, you still got cats out here still playing the game, acting like it's that damn hard. It's the way it is. But to sit up here and think that that not having new IPs, you still talking about we don't have no games? This is the year, bro. You don't have no more. There's no other year to wait for now. We're at the conclusion of last gen, right? And we're in the beginning of what next gen is about to be. And that starts, the beginning and the end starts 2022 for us. And just like I said, you got one more game. Spider-Man ain't gonna save you this time. I already said that. And I mean exactly what I said. Spider-Man ain't gonna save you this time. So you got God of War left. That's it. You ain't gonna make a game bigger than that. And just like we called that game out, people saw that game. That's why you don't hear about it no more right now. Because they're going in their lab trying to fix some things. They saw that gamers can see past those snow caps. Y'all wanted to come out here and put a DLC together. We know. And throw it out there. We know. We got it. We understand what's going on. What happened to those Metacritic scores, JyzalGaming? If you can hear me. If you can't, just hold it down. Right? They talked about Crossfire X Metacritic score, right? Then look what happened. But Crossfire X didn't get 1 star. Right? Worst game ever.
You can hear me, legal, right?
I got you now. Talk about it. I wanted you to talk about that.
Yeah.
What happened?
Horizon Forgotten West. Oh
yeah,
man.
What's the new game that just came out? JyzalGaming got 1 star. What is it?
Shit, I don't even remember the name of it. What was it? Babylon.
Yeah,
Fallen or something like that.
Facts. It ain't even worth a minute. Chit chat. Put the name of the video game out here so we can put it on the show.
Babylon's Fallen.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
Were they charging $60 for that?
Destruction All Stars got more than that.
Oh boy, they charging them $60 for that. Yeah, man. But let's go back, man. You see how nobody in the industry is gonna call that dev out for shitting on another dev's work. Nobody. Right? Nobody's gonna call that man out right now because he's a Sony dev. But listen, you remember back? I want to move on to a new topic, League. I want to move on about now people accepting everything they criticized Microsoft for in the past. Right? You remember that DRM?
Speak on it. Go ahead.
You remember how they hated on always being online?
Facts.
Where's that energy for GT7?
I don't know. You tell me.
Now they accept that DRM always online stuff, right? Now nobody's talking about the preservation of video games, right? Because once some GT7 servers go down and go away in a few years, there's no way for you to play GT7. Right? Where's the media? Where's everybody that was so concerned about game preservation? Where are they? Nowhere to be found.
Crickets.
Right? Where's everybody that was criticizing microtransactions? Now it costs $40 for a game, but a few months ago they were criticizing the Halo store, Halo Infinite pricing. Ain't nobody talking. I just want to know why.
I don't have
I
an
just
answer.
want to know why. I just want to know why. What's going on?
I'm guilty for not having an answer.
Chit chat. You got an answer for me? What's going on? They told us them $70, right? We weren't gonna get this.
I think we got an answer, Jay. Right here you go.
Smitty Smith. Oh, there we go. Sammy, you hit the nail on the head, Sammy. That's all it is. That's all it is. They're getting paid by the industry leader. You don't bite the hand that feeds you, right?
That's it, J-Rock. That's it. You can't bite the hand that feeds you, bro. You cannot. Or the hand that's gonna give you that exposure, right?
Hmm.
Because listen, if we really think that there's not levels to this stuff, like I always say, there's levels to this stuff. Why do you think when you're on Twitter or any one of these outlets and you come in and you ever see that thing where it says, "Hey, if you want to boost your chat or whatever you put, pay $10 and we'll put it in another expansion where more people." Here's the key: where more people will see what you say. Why is that? Why does they need to bump you up for more people to see what you got to say? See, you don't think these outlets are in that bump space? They're out there.
Hmm.
They built that influence so big. But what cracks me up is we know this game. They think that we don't know. They learned from us. We know how to troll. We know how to infiltrate. We know how to send out the wolves. We know how to be ghosts. We know how to have other active accounts. We know how to do all this stuff. We know how to, we know how to make it seem like we don't have snipers out there. Come on,
Right.
man. All these outlets
Listen.
got people out here that do that. So when somebody puts up a truth post, that's how they know. Because they'll get one of them dudes. Oh, look, this is what you need to come out here. You need to say something.
Hmm.
Jeff Keighley wasn't walking around in our neighborhood, bro, on that day to come in there where we was at and talk. Somebody told him that. You think you gonna know who told him that? Hell no. That's a
Listen, man.
coward.
These people only do what's cool, man. They only go with the flow. If it's cool to hate on something, they're gonna start hating on it. If it's when the time comes when it's cool to tell the truth on something, they're gonna tell the truth on it, right? When a movement starts emerging, they like to ride the wave, but they were never brave before the movement started, right? They were never brave enough to talk about it before the movement started and it became popular to talk about it, right? It's cool to shit on some games, right? And say, oh, this shit is the same thing as last year. Call of Duty's been the same Call of Duty for 20 years now. It's the same bullshit. It's cool to say that, but if you say that about any
That's
particular
it.
game that's popular and it's not kosher to talk about it in that manner, then it's, oh, you toxic. Stop. You're shitting on these game devs. Why are you being so negative?
I'll even go
Why,
even more depth than that, J Rock. Why is
bro?
it when it's an Xbox situation, it's details?
Right.
Fine and comb through it, right? They all in it, telling you everything that's wrong. And why does Xbox do this and they need to do this? Look, bro, we just saw
Hmm.
one of the clowns today
Right.
put up a tweet
Right.
about Halo. He put a
Right.
paragraph about Halo, right? But
And let's
he
go.
put up
Let's go deeper, legal. Let's go deeper. Right. Why is it that it's now cool to talk about cleaning up the industry?
because it's
Oh,
exposed.
what? Sexual harassment in the workplace is new now?
Right. Because
No,
it's
it's not,
exposed.
right?
It's
Because it's
exposed.
exposed. It's become a movement, right? Since the
Because
Me
people are
Too,
talking.
since the Me Too movement, now it's cool to talk about that. But none of them were brave. And you see the articles now. Oh, we knew about the sexual harassment issues in these workplaces for years.
We knew about it. Look, bro, let me be real.
So why you ain't talk about it? Now why
Even
you
Bill
brave
Gates,
now?
bro. Even Bill
Well,
Gates.
they're only brave now because they got the industry behind them, right? But this shit been going on since forever.
Even Bill Gates, bro. Taking all the air out the room, bro. Even Bill Gates right now. Look it
They
up.
talking about.
This
Listen,
stuff been
I'm a
going
I'm
on, bro. This stuff
legal.
been going on.
One of
Listen,
the
ain't
best.
nothing. There's no
Let,
shame
let
in
me
this.
tell you something. Let me tell you something, right? This is why I know some people be capping and faking in this industry. when they talk about, oh, they care about the devs so much and stuff like that. When it comes to jobs, right? What's one of the best things for an employee is to have a union, right? Because a union protects you from your boss, right? They fight for you. You can't just let go. You can't be harassed. They got your back, right? Tell me how many in the industry right now are pushing for devs to be unionized?
Good question. I mean, I'm practicing my
It's
new
it,
fighting
it
kick. I
and
got a nice little
listen,
fight.
I'm gonna be the devil's advocate here. Is Phil pushing for that?
I'm scared to talk about that, man. I'm scared. I don't want to talk about that, man. I'm scared.
All all right, man. This is what I'm talking about. It's only cool to talk about toxicity and when it comes to the fanboys, don't come at the devs. Don't do this. Don't do this. We care about them so much. Okay, but where are you when it comes to them being getting a union?
You know, if the industry would literally take um an announcement for a lifetime achievement award and twist that up, we're in a bad situation, bro. You see? They took a
Hmm.
lifetime achievement award speech and flat out came out to the masses, millions of people, and lied
And
to
use it to target, yeah, and use
them. Yeah,
it to
used it
target consumers.
right. That's the industry we got. Dude, I'm gonna tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, I don't care about the industry, man. I don't care about. That's why I never knew these dudes' names. They're not important to me. These video games are. I'm gonna know who made the video games, and I'm gonna say, yo, you made a dope video game. When I was on Mixer, man, and I played every video game that I played, I would say, I know I'm not big. I know I don't have a big image, but this is how I give back to the video game community by exposing the devs' work by me playing their game and talking about how much I'm enjoying their game. That's it. You don't have to be major to do major things. But when do you see people do that? And I'm talking
Mhm.
all across YouTube, all these so-called high-up YouTubers. That's the last thing on their minds, bro. Look, that's the only way devs feel gratefully appreciated when they see people are really enjoying their games. Shouts to the ones who get called their games get called garbage too. But that's the reality. You can't get mad at the consumer. Everything isn't peaches and cream. You knew what you were signing up to. Just like we knew what we were signing up to when we decided to get an account and get on Twitter or get on social media or buy a PlayStation account, Xbox account, and get on Nintendo's accounts. We know what we're signing up to. So don't sit up here in front and act like you don't know the chemical
Mhm.
warfare that's about to happen to you. If you make a great game or you make a garbage game or you make a mediocre game, it's all opinionated by the consumer anyway. But what happens is you get these people in the industry who aren't really playing your game, right? Who just feel like, oh, let me do this for the sake of our business. I'll get in there and I'll say a little bit, make a little article, boom. I know everything about that game. But yet we'll get YouTubers, real YouTubers, right? Who will go buy these strategy games, right? Well, not the strategy games, but the strategy guides. Get on YouTube, walk you through that game without leveling up because they haven't even played the game. They're just going by what the strategy guide does. Show you how to find this, show you how to find, just ruin the game. And you'll get all these people that follow that. It's not how you play a video game, man. We're at a point now where people don't want to work hard for success anymore. We're at a point now where the wrong people are being heard. The weak coward people have the biggest voices. We're at a point now where it's not about, like my man Realist would say, it's not really about the truth anymore, it's about the followers. This is why I enjoy what I do. Because you will never hear a Yacine Bayaz. You will never hear a Sammy V. You will never hear an Emmanuel A1. You see? Where do they got to go? Why does the channels have to be about the one who created it? Because the way I look at it is, you make a channel, what's the first thing you asking for? Somebody to subscribe to it.
Right.
So
Like,
who's the real
subscribe,
star?
like, subscribe, right.
J-Rock, who's the real star? Is it the content creator? Or is it the followers and subscribers? Who's the real star?
It's gonna always be about the followers and subscribers.
Because without them, you're what?
Nothing.
You're nothing. You're nothing. So the mindset is messed up. See what I'm saying? I'm trying to empower the streets to let them know.
Same. Listen, the same thing happens with us, the gamers, and being consumers, right? Is what they should be saying is devs and publishers should respect the consumers and gamers by actually giving them finished product, by not nickel and diming them. That's what I want to hear.
That's right. You see, they criticize Game Pass.
I don't want to hear about respecting people that are out for my money, right?
Right.
Because all you provide, right? You need my money. Respect me by
Right.
giving me a good product at the end.
Right. That's it. Look, man, we're not okay.
Why doesn't the media come out and say, listen, the devs and publishers need to respect the gamers and consumers by actually giving them something worth a damn?
J-Rock, when was the last time you read a tweet where they said, thanks to the gamers? I want to give a shout out to all the gamers out here that made this possible. All I ever hear is, congratulations to the devs for this awesome game. It's always the people in the industry congratulating the people in the industry. But it's never back to us. It's never saying, thanks to the gamers that made this possible. And look.
Right, Hyperfang, put the gamers first.
That's right.
Put the gamers first. Because we're the ones that control the industry, and we're the ones that decide what gets hot and what doesn't.
Let me be critical. Let me be a little critical right now. I know too many people who bought Forza Horizon. Now I'm gonna get on Xbox for a minute. I know too many people who played and bought Forza Horizon 5, right? And that game blew up instantly. Okay. So as it was moving to the 10 million mark, I remember Playground turned 10. They wanted to do something special, right? In celebration. So what they did was they made a Porsche and spray painted the 20th anniversary with all the stuff for the 20th anniversary. Don't get me on the 20th anniversary. I'm not even gonna go there. But they did that. I thought that was cool. But what I didn't understand was, why didn't they tell people that you couldn't customize that car? Because there was a lot of people that didn't know that. And when they went in there to do something, the whole damn thing goes away and you can't get it back. There was no warning about that, J-Rock. There was nothing. And now you got all these Xbox fans who's been there, that's really been there for 20 years. Now they ain't got it no more. And this is the secret as to why New Legal went up on Twitter. And I said, hey, it'd be nice if you did a bundle edition. Do a Xbox 20th anniversary bundle edition. That way, if they want to buy it or they got it by Ultimate, they get it and they got those cars for life. You got Xbox cars for life. And look, and I said, hey, here's a good idea. Make one car for each generation. So from Xbox, you got a 360 version one. You got an OG Xbox edition one. You got an Xbox One edition, an Xbox One S edition, and a One X edition, and an Xbox X and an Xbox Series X edition. That's the bundle pack. Dope. And now you got all those cars to ride around in and celebrate the 20th anniversary of Xbox. Do it for the gamers.
Right.
Emmanuel A1. Facts, J-Rock. Respect the gamers. Hold it down. Direct game. This
Bro,
is what I'm
how is it
talking about.
how is it right?
Be more true in what you do.
Forget Sony, right? Let's go back to not biting the hand that feeds you. The gamers are the ones that are feeding everybody, right? By spending the money. It's the gamers that feed the industry. So if you really don't want to bite the hand that feeds you, respect the gamers. Always back them up. All these outlets are supposed to be backing us up. Always supposed to be looking at the best interest of us, right? How is it that we have outlets now talking about to upgrade from the PS4 version of GT7 to the PS5 version of GT7? It's as easy as a $10 spending $10 for an upgrade. And then talking about it's worth it because you get to use features like the super fast loading and the DualSense. That's not worth it because I already purchased those features when I purchased the console. That's what I bought the console for. It's because of the fast loading and the DualSense. How is it that now you're trying to tell me that it's worth paying extra for the features I already paid for? Right? It makes no sense. If I was to buy a 3090 graphics card and put it in my PC, there's not going to be an alert on Steam saying we just detected a 3090. To enjoy the benefits of your brand new card, pay $10 extra per title. So you could crank up the settings. So you could get ray tracing.
Yeah, Jago. They took that whole speech, man, and just ripped it apart. If you didn't watch that speech, you literally believe what those dummies put out there about Phil Spencer talking about he mentioning the fans. He never once mentioned the fans.
Yo, you're legal. It would be like the Forza team, right? The Forza devs coming out and charging us $10 extra for the rumble triggers.
I hear you. I hear you,
Dad,
man. Hey, what's up?
now the Ragnarok is out. Assassin's Creed
I'm
Valhalla.
I'm doing a show, man. I got a reputation going on here. You trying to ruin my reputation? You can't
He's
just
trying to
put
get on that Valhalla. He's trying to get
yeah,
on Valhalla.
yeah. And then you want to tell $40? I'm poor. We don't have $40, man. We got one console. You trying to? I bet I hit lying to people. You just exposed me. We only got one console and I'm live. Everybody's gonna know. I gotta switch it up like John Lennon. I gotta switch it up now. Well, I really didn't have. I really didn't have Xbox anyway. Nah, thanks for that though, son. I appreciate it. We'll look at it. We got a lot to do today. Cool, because I want to play it. All right. Thank you, boy.
Mhm.
Stand, boy. Let me lock my door, man. Coming up in here talking about some Ragnarok, bro. $40. Boy, don't even work. Don't even work, man. Do you see? That's gamers. Do you see that enjoyment? Do you see that greatness? He wants something that he likes. He wants something that he wants to enjoy. It just happened in real time. We just had a direct moment, bro. And y'all know that stuff's been going on in my household from day one. I can't stop it because those are my kids. They know what I'm doing. Sometimes they hard-headed. They just going to come in anyway, right? They going to bum rush the show. Facts. Just like John, they got to switch it up. I don't know how to play the capture the flag on Halo, but I really don't play this game. No, it ain't that you really don't play it. You don't play it. You don't play it. You got caught running your mouth about Halo, and then you don't play it, and you got caught because gaming don't lie. So y'all really want me to still come out here and take John Linneman seriously? That's what y'all want. Oh no, don't talk too bad about him. Screw that. That's clown work. If you want respect, then do respectable things, man. All you had to do before you even did that was admit that you don't play it. So now when we see you looking like a goofball, we understand you don't play this game.
Yeah, you don't know how to capture the flag. We know why.
Yeah, we know why. But when we catch you, because the streets are undefeated, ain't no need to get mad, bro. Ain't no need to sending your little weekend followers to attack us, bro. We don't care about that. We been out here. We here. We don't care about none of that. Y'all can't outwit us. We used to go back and forth. You want to get on here all day? We'll be on here all day. That's what it said. Let me take you for a walk. Y'all got other things to do. We don't. Social media belongs to us. We on here. Mm-hmm. Everybody needs us. You on Instagram? What do you want? Followers. You on Twitter? What do you need? Followers. You on Twitter? What do you need? Followers. So who are the most important people? The damn followers. John Linneman, Digital Foundry, you name it, are nothing without there's nothing to go for if we don't see that you have followers. That the followers make you feel important. But here's the thing that I gotta ask: what makes the gamer feel important? JyzalGaming, I'm still looking for that answer. That answer is just like the one where I say, what makes the PlayStation 5 next generational? I don't get an answer for it. Right? Those two voided answers are still voided. But when do we, I get it. We do some sweepstakes and stuff.
Listen, you know when we feel important when we get good quality games and deals.
Yeah. I like that. I was thinking about getting the Tekken again. I thought I had it, but I didn't. I saw it on sale. I'm like, man, for 20-something bucks, $100-something, $20-something bucks, I might get it. You know what I'm saying? That way I can play Kuma because I'm on Xbox. I don't have Street Fighter 5. He's the only Street Fighter guy that I can play with right now on Xbox. So I got to do what I got to do.
You know what's crazy, legal, when you think about it, right? The industry lambasted Xbox for always being online, right? But check this out. Nowadays you can't even get a good stable game without being always online. Because you always need that day one patch.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think,
bro, if right now if you was strictly offline right now, most of these games are so broken and buggy that they will be unplayable if you didn't have an internet connection to download these patches.
I think it's the technology, man, to be honest. I think it's the technology, the way it has to be ran through. That because I always question that too. I don't understand. And if anybody knows why, because even when we have a physical disc, you put it in, it has to download. Like I remember when you put a physical disc in, it just played. Mm-hmm. Now you got to download it. It don't just play. It has to be downloaded. I think JyzalGaming is just the way the technology is. It has to go in, and I don't know, man. I'm not.
Yeah, but illegal. Imagine not having an online connection now.
Right.
And you get some of these games out here.
Right. I mean, look, to be fairness with the devs, right? Let them be able to get the games right. Let them look. We don't know the business inside and out, right? But it's a shame, man, if devs can't get these games out where they're not going to be scrutinized because it's choppy and it's buggy and it's all this other stuff, because they got these deadlines that just, they're not able to. And like I said, I just think it's the technology, man. They're not. This is what I believe, and I could be wrong, but I don't think devs pushed themselves enough to get prepared for it. They had a smooth ride doing the PlayStation 3 and Xbox.
Nah, but listen, I know you're trying to play devil's advocate here, but devs have come out on Twitter and they tell us, yo, don't play this game until you download a patch.
Yeah.
Has this not happened? Like with Returnal? They say, yo, this the last update broke the game. Don't play it until we update it later. Now how am I supposed to update if I don't have an internet connection?
Yeah. Yeah, it's messed. It's weird, man. It really is weird. And
so like it or not, the way gaming is now, it's pretty much always online to a certain degree.
Right. That's why
because you need these day one
see things
patches.
like it is. Yeah. Right.
If you want expansion,
For a minute, look what
if
this
you want
boy said.
expansions, you listen. The majority of DLC and expansions are acquired via what? Downloads, right? It's not like we could go to GameStop and buy and buy these expansions and DLCs.
Yeah. Everyone said the moment I saw physical disc having to download on Xbox One was the moment I went all digital. You know, Sammy said devs are being pushed by the investors. It's why I feel the games are coming out like that. True.
That's a fact.
Tech says there's no excuse to not have some sort of internet connection. Facts. You know, it's just that's where we at, JyzalGaming. It's just we have to know, we have to start standing up as a community together. So when you see one person stand up, back them up. The thing is, we'll see somebody on Twitter, right, or on another social network that says the truth, and people are scared to back them up because they don't want to be a target. And then that person gets drowned out by all the people coming in to attack them. When you see somebody standing up for the truth, back them up. Because what it's going to show the industry is, man, they sticking together. Good box in the building, man. Good box in the building. Shout out to my man Teknoblast. He's in the chit chat community doing his thing. Teknoblast said, sure, you have the older generation that understands the importance of being connected because they didn't live from day one of the internet. Exactly, bro. And then Goodbox says, do you think Sony stopped selling their products to Russia? Microsoft did because of the war now. Yeah, that's the way they standing up. Exactly. He said, call me bullseye. But that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's gonna change when we allow it to. It's like Jay, we're holding the keys. All right. Continue to have fun. All right. Nobody's saying that. Continue to call out what you see it needs to be called out. What's it called? Constructive criticism. We got to get away from pantering. You know, pantering the community is not going to do no good for it. All right. I don't care about you on your quest to being a YouTube celebrity. We don't care about that. All right. I know, on your quest. Screw your quest. All right. I'm not in here for that. All right. The community is more important than anything. Stand up. Stand strong. Right? Understand what's going on. Call it out. Be respectable and have some dignity. But we the ones that are making this whole thing go, man. Your pockets do more than anything. At the end of the day, they want your pocket. That's the bottom line. They want your pocket. JyzalGaming, you got anything else to say, man?
Nah, man. I just want to get this one last topic out of the way.
Bro. This is
We'll
your
be
show
done.
today,
I just
you wanted
want to know your opinion.
JyzalGaming, you wanted to get up early, get your coffee, and you chose violence. So go ahead.
It's the Lord's day. You know that. You know. Listen, what you think about this whole thing going on with Halo 2? The co-op being delayed again. The season 2 release. People not happy again. I think it's 2 maps. They announced 2 new maps. The Forge isn't coming out anytime soon. What are your thoughts on it?
You really want me to? Okay, this goes back to what me and this one goes back to what me and Devin, Hyperfame Gaming, would say. At this point, JyzalGaming, we have enough people in our community to talk negative about Xbox. So therefore, somebody like me doesn't have to. Go choose somebody else to go talk negative, right? So we knew from the beginning, right? Because you got these geniuses now talking about they should have just delayed Halo again. Bro, let me tell you something. Those Halo gamers, right? Those 20-something million Halo gamers, right? They're not caring about you. on Twitter.
You know,
with
you know
your little
what's
opinion.
you know what's funny? The one saying that
There
they
you
should have
go,
delayed
J-Rock.
it. They don't even play the game.
Thank you. That's what you read. You got it. You got it right. So
Mm-hmm.
they're not worried about you. What you got to say right now? What you're saying about that game, right? They were ready to play Halo. They don't listen to that guy. The real gamers are not on Twitter saying it. They're on the Halo forum.
Right.
They already have the way to get their voices heard. So if you ain't in them Halo forums and stuff, they know you're not really in there for that, right? They listen to the ones that put that work in. Same with Crossfire X. When the complaints came out, Crossfire X knew who to talk to, all right? And they spoke to their gamers. They know who they talking to. So we knew we wasn't getting Forge. We knew we wasn't getting co-op, right? But 343 said, we want to get the game out to y'all. We want y'all to at least have this game out, because it was to the point where it wouldn't have made sense. The 20th anniversary, they felt the weight. They saw it. So they just want to do something special.
Right. It's crazy. It's crazy. The vocal ones talking about lack of content,
Mm-hmm,
lack of this, lack of that,
mm-hmm,
are the ones that haven't played it since
mm-hmm,
launch.
mm-hmm.
Right. These people haven't even finished the battle pass yet, and they're talking about they're done. You haven't
Yeah.
done anything.
Look, that's what
Listen,
Sammy
I,
P
I
told
hold
me
I,
about.
I hold Halo game nights, right?
Mm-hmm,
Like just about every Saturdays. Right now, I play with a bunch of people. You've been there.
mm-hmm,
I've had even Cole Eastwood. I had drop in on one of my game nights in
mm-hmm.
Halo, and so it's funny to me. I see these people that don't play the game. I invite them to play the game. They don't come through.
Mm-hmm.
Go on Twitter and now talk about what Halo needs. Bro, you only experienced about 2 hours. You got people that don't even know how to capture a flag talking about what Halo needs.
Right.
You don't even know how to capture the flag. Ain't talking about content. Make it make sense. You don't even know how to capture the flag, and you're trying to tell the Halo community what it needs and what they ought to be doing. You haven't even played the game.
That
You
one
have no
really
interest
gets
in
you, don't
playing the
it?
game.
I see that one really bothers you, man. That one gets you right there, don't it?
Right,
I
because
couldn't.
how you talk how
Yeah.
you talking about the game and you don't even know basic stuff like capturing the flag.
Stop it, man. Joe, if you say Captain the Flag one more time, say it again. Say it again. Say
Yo,
it
man,
again.
that's crazy, man.
Crazy, ain't it?
And it wasn't one dude; it's both of them,
It was both dog. All right,
both
let's be
John
funny.
and
You know what?
Alex,
Let's be funny.
both John and Alex, right there, trying to bumping heads, trying to decide,
Right, what
trying
to
to
do?
come up with a
Let's go
theory
all
as to
in.
why they couldn't capture a flag.
Right, let's go all in. Let's go all in. You have one on the Warthog, and you have one on the
Right.
ground with the Warhammer thing, right? You
Hmm.
have you have one holding the flag, right? And he's sitting up there with the flag in his hand. And you had the other one in the Warthog. They both at the beginning of where you start out at, capturing the flag. And they were about to say, what's wrong with the game? Not one,
Hmm.
J-Rock, but both of them. What's wrong with the game? Then they realized,
Listen, what?
dude, we're being recorded. Oh no. You mean to tell me we went up on here and we got caught not knowing how to play the game? We're Digital Foundry, though. You couldn't have made it couldn't have happened more beautifully. All right. When you play yourself, you play yourself. You get the gas face. There's nothing more beautiful than watching somebody catch the gas face. You played yourself. There's nothing. You get the donkey of the day. And of course, nobody wants to look at it. You know, they feel, I don't care. You like them or not like them. It don't matter if you like them or don't like them. I don't care. That's not the MO. The MO is to see the goofiness. We're here to expose the goofiness. All right. I don't care who you run around with. You know what I'm saying? Listen, at the end of the day, we promote gaming. We're gonna see who's who. Y'all talk about gaming, we on Xbox. All right. If Street Fighter 6 comes, we're gonna see what's up. We're gonna be doing some Gears of War nights. We'll see what's up. I invite everybody. Top YouTubers, bottom YouTubers, whatever. Streets, get in and game with us. Whoever you are. When you do that, though, when you come into there, leave all your other acolytes behind. All we care about is how you perform on that stick. We don't care who you are. At that point, you can catch the smoke too. At the end of the day, it's gaming. And gaming in the community is supposed to be fun. That's it.
That's it.
We have to learn how to tie the bridge. All right. Get out of what somebody else said about somebody. Get out of all these feelings. We're grown men. You woke up today. Somebody didn't. Feel blessed that you breathe.
Right.
Every day the good Lord wakes you up. Not an alarm clock, because it was some people who still in their bed while the alarm clock was going off. So the alarm clock don't wake you up. It's a preventer from you being late for work.
Listen, but it's like you say, legal. Gaming is about having fun, right? And I see that Horizon Forbidden West dev has obviously forgot about that, because it's not about quest design. That's not the reason people are flocking to Elden Ring. People are flocking to Elden Ring because it's fun. They're having fun playing it. It's as simple as that.
That's what it is, man. It's a community. You know, I happen to see that because I wasn't big.
They're having fun.
That's right. I told everybody, listen, look, JyzalRock, I told everybody, I'm getting Elden Ring. Never was into Demon Souls. Never was. I never was. All right. I never was a Dark Souls gamer. All right. I let everybody know that. So when I go to premiere it on Di-RRec Gaming, right, there's not going to be no confusion about legal while he's running around looking crazy. I did a video too, and I went to places I can't even find no more. I was in a werewolf land. I went up this big ass elevator. I was into this. You saw it, JyzalRock? JyzalRock, did it look like I knew what I was doing, fam?
No, but it looked like you were having fun, though.
I was having fun. I found the way to get out of there because I was stuck, right? What did I tell you when I called you? We was laughing. I said, bro, I was really lost.
You started exploring, right? You started exploring.
Yeah. I said I had to find a way to get out. But everybody in there that was in the chat was making fun of me, but it was funny to me because I really was lost. But I found my way out, and I felt better when I found my way out. But you think I was going to tell everybody, yo, I'm really lost? Come on. I have a little bit of ego. You know what I'm saying? I have a little bit of my ego. So I found my way out, and I was like, yo, that was bugging. This game is bigger than I thought. And I gained respect. And then you see people in that community that are not afraid to tell people where to go. Hey, we know if you're lost or, you know, this and that. You go here, you get this and you get that. You want this armor. That community is about exposing that game. It's weird because usually you don't get community like that. You get people that like to hide their stuff. Well, how'd you get that? I don't know. I'm not telling you. But that community, it wants to tell you where everything is at. It wants you to enjoy it, you know? And
the best farming spots.
Yeah, they want you to know, you know? So now I'm in that community. I respect that community. You won't hear me talk about it no more. Man, Alan, I see what it's about now. They're going through this hardship of gaming together. That's what it is. That's the community. We're gonna walk through this game together, man. We know this game is hard. It can get difficult, but we're all gonna get through it together. And when whoever wins, whoever beats it, was gonna let everybody else know how he got past it. And then it's gonna keep going. We're gonna keep passing it down and passing it down. So at the end of the day, Somebody who never played this game can beat this game with no issues at all. Can follow the map that we laid out. There's dudes on YouTube that making maps. They're making maps about it. Like, hey, you beat this guy, you go here, you do this.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. A bunch of different builds. It's insane, bro.
It's insane, bro.
Insane what these people are doing. Yeah.
J-Rock, nothing you said, bro, discredits you. All right. I get what you're saying. You're part of what you're saying, and it had to be said. We were actually just wanted to do an hour. Bro, here we go again, doing 2 hours. We just wanted to do an hour, but it never fails, bro. You know, but it's so much that is to be said. It's so much that we just that we want to just get out there, because you got a point, man. And there's a lot of people that feel the same way. All right. But like I said, J-Rock, it takes the people with bigger influence that when they're not gonna see what we said, J-Rock, until somebody bigger than us says exactly what we say. That's just the way it is. Because it's about the followers. And the problem is, when you have these YouTuber Walk of Famers, they gotta have them hands out, bro. They want to be acknowledged. And that's the industry knows how to keep things the way it is, J-Rock. It knows how to keep things the way it is, man. So that's what we're
listen, but at the end of the day, you don't need a lot of followers to change the world. You know, Jesus showed us that.
Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna put it like this. On this very day, right? On this very day, they couldn't see Christ, right? Christ was out in the field with his disciples, right? Teaching them the ways of life, right? The Pharisees, yo guys, J-Rock, you like to bring up the Pharisees, yo dudes. Yeah, you know, them Pharisees, the ones that thought they know it all, right? Because they studied the law, right? The law. Understand, the Sabbath day was under that law too. The Sabbath day is a part of the old law, right? So all they knew was the old law. They didn't know about the fulfillment of the law, right? So they don't know nothing about what Christ is putting down, which is all spiritual now, right? They just know what they can see, because the old law is based off of what you see. The 10 Commandments was written on stone, right? For you to see. But the 2 laws that were greater than the 10 Commandments are not written, J-Rock. Right?
Written in the hearts of men.
There you go, fam. It's written in the hearts of men. So here they come, once again, to test a truth bearer, right? They come out there. What are you doing? What are you doing out here in this field teaching your disciples, which means doing work? Because in the Jewish custom of the old law, on the Sabbath day, you do no work, right? They celebrating the day that God actually took rest from creation, right? In the 7-day theory, right? So you didn't do anything. You didn't work. You didn't do anything. It was your day off, right? But when you're working for God, you don't ever stop. That's something they didn't know. They didn't know nothing about that. When you're working for God, there is no day off. There is no day set aside. But here's the true rest. When you're working for God, you are in the rest. You really are in the rest. You're in the spiritual rest, right? So what did they say to him, J-Rock? See, you in violation of the law. See, we knew we could catch you slipping, right? When you're a true speaker, the only thing people are trying to do, J-Rock, is catch you slipping, so they can feel validated about who they are.
Discredit you, right?
Yes.
Discredit
you. It's not about anything else.
Trying to do everything.
Yeah, it's not about anything else. It's about, let's wait for this dude to slip up when you're a truth bearer. So what did Christ say? Oh, you mean to tell me? Because he was God, right? He's going to tell them something in their spirit when nobody else knew, right, what was going on. He's about to let them know that he sees what they do in the dark, right? So Jesus said, what do you mean? You mean to tell me that what I'm doing with these humans, right, you find more value doing with a heifer? See, on the Sabbath day, you're more willing to go pull a heifer out of the ditch. For those that don't know what a heifer is, that's a female cow. So these Sadducees and Pharisees would pull cows out of a ditch Because what were those cows to them, J-Rock? Their cows to them was how they make a living, right? They use cows to tend their farms and stuff, right, J-Rock? Kill them, do tanning or milk or meat. So that was their money. That was their way of life. Now, get what I'm saying? But Jesus is the way of life. So he's saying, I'm over here giving these dudes the real way of life to humans, but you have more love towards an animal. You're willing to pull cows out of ditches on the Sabbath day. He told them something that they were doing that nobody knew they were doing. You see? And then what did he say? Then what did he tell them? I'm Lord over the Sabbath day. I do what I want to do. The Sabbath day don't rule you, right? You're the human. You rule over it. So the power was never, they didn't know that. The power was being obedient in the Sabbath. Because you never was obedient to the Sabbath, it has no purpose. Look how long they've been doing that, J-Rock, since it was given to them. Long time ago.
And that's why I tell, listen, that's why I tell everybody on Twitter, the chit chat, and this is why I mess with them, is because they say what they mean and they mean what they say.
Babylon
speak your truth.
is a flop, baby. Go ahead, J-Rock.
Yeah, always speak your truth and stay on it, man. 10 toes down. Don't let no people sway you because they got a large following and you get ratioed on Twitter or you know the truth. That shit don't matter.
It don't matter, y'all.
None of that shit matter, man.
Respect is given, right? Respect is given. It's earned because of what you give. Let me tell y'all something. It's better.
Listen, what you see on Twitter what you'll see on Twitter when they have no rebuttal and they can't refute your claims is Xbox must be dry or you don't got no games to play. Go touch grass. It's never about attacking the argument. They resort to attacking you because they have no rebuttal for your arguments. Why? Because there's truth to them. What you're saying is the truth. So that's why I tell the chit chat, keep talking your truth. Keep saying the truth, stay in the truth. Know your facts, know your gaming history, and keep exposing these frauds, man. Period.
That's right.
So legal, let's wrap him up. We even gave him a sermon on Sunday, man.
We did, brother. You know, look at
we spoke the gospel on the Sunday. We did the Lord's
every
work.
Day. Let me tell y'all, every day, Sunday, bro. Remember, you woke up today. You rejoice in that. You're here. You're alive, right? There's so much to be thankful for. We're healthy. We just came. We just had a severe pandemic. Yo, they telling us we're able to remove our masks. I just got word from that yesterday, and I'm in Texas. It's a lot of things to be thankful about, y'all. And that's the dignity, right? And when we show that we're not dummies. Stop taking us for granted. Stop ignoring us like we're dummies and we're going to accept anything. We're not. But don't label us the things that we're not, right? The respect is given. It's better to give than it is to receive. J-Rock, I appreciate you, man. Like I said, bro, I understand your schedule sometimes don't always agree with us. You know what I'm saying? You the one, but like I said, bro, we brothers, bro. You know? And like I told you, bro, anytime you want to talk and it's out of the schedule, you just let me know. If I can make the time for it, we will. And we were able to make the time for it this morning. So, and I want to say thanks to everybody who comes in all the time to support us, whether it was just me and J-Rock or J-Rock and the crew. I got to get a hold of Teknoblast today, sometime today. Like I said, we're working on something good, and we want to do it for the team, and we want to do it for his chatterbox. His community is called the Chatterbox, and I want to do it for the Chit Chat. And we hope that you guys can see y'all's help with us. We want to finally show y'all that we're growing together, and we want to do something and make ourselves look a lot more better and a lot more alive. So that's right, Jago 6. Rejoice in every day that you can open up your eyes. Praise God. Matt, bottom line, bro. There's more things than just gaming. We actually care about y'all well-being. And we thank y'all for supporting us. Hey, check it out. If you like what we're about, right? You like what we stand for, don't hesitate. Go out, tell people about the channel. Tell them to like and subscribe. If they're Xbox fans, they're going to be right at home. If they're real gamers, they're going to be right at home.
Listen, even if they want to come up, they could always shoot you a DM and they could speak their truth.
That's it. Listen, man. Goods did. Goods don't rep the Xbox. He came in and spoke. If you got sense, you can come on Di-RRec Gaming if you got sense, bro. We represent gaming. It's called Di-RRec Gaming. But there's no confusion about the jersey that the new legal wears. There's no confusion. You know what I represent. I just want to say thanks to everybody. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Make sure you hit that. Because we don't want you to miss out on any of this action, right? Any of this truth. Smash the like button. And when I mean that, I'm serious. I don't care if you have to drop a missile on it. Just blow it up. Break your laptop while you're doing it. Smash everything on your desktop. Obliterate it. But as long as you get that like on there, that's all that matters. And in the meantime, we're going to keep doing what we do as long as y'all permit us. And as long as we can wake up every day and be thankful. J-Rock, salute to you again, my man. Thank you, Chit Chat community, for all the support that y'all do. And we're going to get out of here. Remember, keep it gaming. Chase the extra man in life. Make sure you grab that extra man and don't let it go for nobody. And we out of here. Peace.
We out, man. Thank you.